Look at that. This is Kanthari chili. It undergoes different colors in different stages. It would be green and it would then turn yellow, orange and finally red and purple. So it's kind of having a cultural significance in Kerala. It's being the smallest but having the highest spiciness. Kanthari organization has chosen its name from this Kanthari chili. If you keep one in the mouth, no, my God, it looks small but very spicy.
We found some Kanthari.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the original Kanthari.
Yes.
What I have at home.
Yeah.
My name is Sabriya Berken and I'm the co-founder of Kanthari.
So how is it? Very spicy. Very sweet.
Sweet?
Sweet.
I will not tell you about Kanthari. The first rule of Kanthari,
We didn't talk about Kanthari.
it is experiential.
I suffered from sexual violence since the childhood.
I have made miserable mistakes in my life.
So I acquired HIV through mother-to-child transmission. I was actually sexually harassed by some of my male relatives. My organization was going through a lot of crisis. It was in the verge of closing.
No one in this world born with any limitations.
I started dreaming more about creating a world where orphans could be protected.
I didn't know that I have a dream inside, but I wanted to do something different with my life.
I asked myself, what actually do I need to salvage my organization? Is it money or I needed a training?
Maybe I had an opportunity to turn this into from dream to reality.
Kanthari was a place who gave me a second chance.
What? Is this a real? Is there a place like Kanthari in the world?
Most of the people were telling me, what happened if that Kanthari was not a real organization?
It was a place of a dream.
Is there any place like Kanthari gives us all the necessary skills that we need to change the world?
Kanthari made me to understand the social change makers are real.
Kanthari has produced several change makers. I'm one among them.
And I started the application process.
Applying for Kanthari was one of the most hardest things that I have done in my life.
Concerning the selection process, there's 6 different steps to follow.
Welcome to the first step of selection process, the form. To be honest, the form was very long and I think it took from me something like 20 days to complete it and to finish it.
And this was not like, other competitive exams.
And they don't care about formal education and they don't care about grammar check and this and that.
It's not about your intellect or subject knowledge. It's absolutely, you have to write answers from your heart.
I remember it was a mix of interviews, writing, and also just checking your motivation, talking to a psychologist, which seems like a lot, but it's actually really much needed.
It was like a very open talk, and the questions were asked about how I question the status quo, how we don't fit into the system and what we feel about it. All our thoughts which the society or people around us pinpointed or made us feel that we are unworthy to live a regular life. But those things were actually, I was surprised to see that were valued.
Since childhood, I was told to seek God. But instead, I dig into soil, I found compost.
So after subsequent processes of interview, there's a rule to pay a caution deposit of $750.
In the application, it was well written why we need to pay this money, because just for us to be able to confirm our seats, for them also to be sure this person is coming, because this money is actually given back.
What I really lacked was the fundraising skill, and that was a little embarrassing for me.
How to raise money, and how to raise money for a project, and then how to raise money for yourself, which is something that's completely different.
I really had to walk house to house, call my friends from one to another, all the contacts that I had, to make sure that I raised this money. Immediately after I paid that money, I felt like, now I am ready to get in.
Arriving at Kanthari, oh my God, I was coming from a really, really busy, polluted city, and I arrived in this campus, which looked like paradise.
This place is actually a model for sustainability, be it bio-waste management, be it the building that has been built here. It's built by architectures based on locally available materials, and there is no air conditioner in Kanthari. But they have built in such a way that there is always a natural air circulation.
The place itself has transformative effect.
This is my old granny. This is my favorite tree in the campus. I do talk to all trees, but she is my favorite.
What adds charm to the whole place is, of course, the lake.
Lake was Kanthari.
It's like being in a little forest, right? And you are immersed in it. And people coming in from different cultures, and they are coming in with their own unique flavors, with their own unique characters. And it's a diversified community.
A teacher goes to class, stands there with lecture notes of PowerPoints. That was my expectation.
Kanthari isn't giving you everything like, okay, do this.
No classrooms inside 4 walls.
We have no teachers at Kanthari. They were a catalyst.
They don't sugarcoat you. Instead, they just challenge you.
They are just a catalyst of your thinking process, but not to think for you.
You have to create from yourself, and you have to dream.
Kanthari curriculum has 5 phases, Act 1 to Act 5.
Every act has some craziness.
So Act 1 was like coming here, like learning about the basics of running an organization. And the most interesting thing that came was pitching. How do you pitch ideas in 2 minutes or in 1 minute?
The main highlight of the whole Act 1 is the fictitious country.
It is a simulation.
But it was very real for me.
Something that can happen in the future as a founder. We can experience the same thing here in a safe space where we will experience the stress, pain, anxiety.
All your emotions are triggered.
I was crying like crazy.
I cried, I laughed, I danced, I jumped, I rolled. Mention of all the emotions. It happened in Act 1.
I cannot explain everything because that is something that some person have to experience by being at Kanthari.
So personally for me, the Act 2 was the most challenging one.
Act 2 is about personal profile, problem definition, problem solving, and why me.
Act 2 was where I really felt the fire where I'm sitting. It was really hot.
Here comes the washing machine.
Washing machine was really very difficult time.
So you can imagine basically your brain going through a washing machine.
Where other participants, the catalyst and the mentors make you go through hell.
Question your concepts. Question the concepts that you take for granted. The revolution for me is not yet visible.
I had to forget what I learned or what I was.
The concept of washing machine is to challenge you, really go inside of you and asking you why are you doing what you're doing.
Initially, I doesn't know how to define my problem. I even don't know what am I solving.
You will start think deeply and search about your project and about the problem. And if this is a real problem.
And I had sleepless nights, I remember.
One point I thought I give up and go back to Nepal.
Whenever I receive the questions, the queries, I used to agitate actually.
And I felt frustrated that I decided I don't belong here and I need to go back.
Then I came to the lake and I sit down there, I rethink.
All my thoughts and all my doubts were also clearing off during this washing machine phase, and a sense of clarity was coming in.
Whatever they are like asking the fiery question, and it's not for them, it's for me and for the future of Oda Foundation. Then I realized, and then I realized I should not give up. I should like continue.
By the end of the Act 2, I exactly knew what I am going to do and how I am going to do.
Also, one important element of the program is the exposure trip. The whole participants were coming into different places in India, visiting other very inspiring Kanthari organizations and other non-Kanthari.
And we had directly chance or an opportunity to meet the founders of other organizations.
It really helped us to shape in our mind how a hands-on organization could run, and also to see at a level that seems achievable.
Act 3 part of curriculum was about learning business skills.
A social entrepreneur is not only concerned about the profits. What matters to them is social impact.
And in that, what I liked the most was the branding part, because it was more than learning, it was a lot of fun.
And the climax of Act 3 was Spread the Spice. We are given the chance to do our own planning of an exhibition.
That gave us an opportunity to tell the whole world for the very first time what your project is.
This also felt like another washing machine, because you are in a different country where you don't even understand the language. And then the catalysts are just the drivers in a back seat, giving you the support that you want. It is your event, plan it.
I still see we are using a lot of aspects from the Act 3, especially about social entrepreneurship in what we are doing currently.
It is very important for a founder to be able to plan and organize an event. And I got these skills from planning for Spread the Spice.
Act 4, we learn about how to pitch donor, and whatever we learn from the Act 0, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, we bring all together in Act 4. And we prepared for the Kanthari talks,
which is a 10-minute talk on stage in front of people and online, where you just have to expose to the world your organization.
Today I'm here to talk about a very important topic, maybe the most. I am here to talk about. How about I say it a million times and see what happens? Okay, forget about it. Let me do it my way.
A world-class training was given for that Kanthari talk, be it owning the stage, be it stage dynamics, be it the style of speaking, how to face the audiences, how to overcome fear.
When I worked there and I narrated the dream school that I was looking forward to, I could see it in my head. And I was so ready when it came to time for us to go back home after Kanthari talks. I was so ready with a backpack, where I had the tools, I had the skills that I needed.
The last stage in our journey in Kanthari, and Act 5, it was establish our project in our countries.
So being a Kanthari alumni means being part of like Maybe if I were to exemplify it, I would say a tree. And being connected in this network means that, you can ask anyone about literally anything that you are facing on your own in running also your organization, right?
There is a huge scope of collaboration to work together within the Kanthari network, as it's not just limited to India but spread across the world.
It's also about friendship, right? And so continued connectedness.
No matter what happens, no matter how alone you feel, but you can always reach out to your fellow Kanthari.
You're not on an island when you're a Kanthari alumni.
After Kanthari program, basically everything changed.
I came back to Bolivia, but I wasn't the same person.
Kanthari gave me a lot of clarity on my project, and I started my own organization called Propolis.
After coming to Kanthari, I would say it is a rebirth for us.
There is Mary before Kanthari and there is Mary after Kanthari.
I was this person who always wanted to go to the ocean, but someone who was shy and scared.
Kanthari has given me courage to dream bigger.
Kanthari has made me such a person where I am able to take a boat and handle the uncertainties of the ocean.
All that I know, all that I am doing now is thank you to Kanthari.
When I say Bora, you say hi. Bora! Hi! Bora! Hi! Bora! Hi! This is the way I wanted to be. Oh, this is the way I wanted to be.
The key lessons from Kanthari is you are not lesser than anyone else. You are equal. You can make change. You can be an example.
Somebody cannot preach what is happening inside Kanthari.
There is a place called Kanthari and you have to go there.
Hey, I want to be a Tanza. Hey, I want to be a Tanza. Hey, 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 I want to be a Tanza. This is the way I wanted to be.